Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers. I'm here to talk about Game 78 of the regular season, where the Rangers win 6-3 over the Tampa Bay Lightning. That was just weird. And there's no other real way to put it. The Rangers get on the board first, and second, and third in this game. 3 goals within the first 10 minutes on Andrei Vasilevskiy, which is practically unheard of. First goal, Kr5eder on the power play, beautiful tip in front off of a Tarasenko shot. Beautiful. Rangers already take the lead, and that is Kr5eder's 263rd career goal, which puts him 5th all-time alone in Rangers franchise history, which is just bonkers. I've gone out of my way to praise a lot of different players over my time making Rangers videos. I don't think I've given Kr5eder his due flowers. He has, for his entire career, consistently been a solid goal scorer, and as of late, been a borderline elite goal scorer once he has just fully embraced being a net front nightmare for opponents. And for any player to reach 5th all-time in goal scoring for a original 6 team is just insane. And Chris Kr5eder, through just consistently being a double-digit goal scorer from year 1 to now, has made it to the top 5. And then a little over a minute later, the Rangers break it out of the defensive zone. Kr5eder has it heading into the offensive zone, passes it over to his right to Kr5eder, and a pretty unthreatening shot, if I'm being honest. And that's not to dunk on Kr5eder at all, but not a goal-scoring shot on a guy like Vasilevskiy, but it finds a way through, and the Rangers have a 2-0 lead. And because the Rangers can never have nice things, tonight, as Ryan Lindgren comes back to the lineup, and he played pretty solid. It was a fine first game back after missing like 17 of 18. But after you finally get Ryan Lindgren back, Jacob Trouba falls funny from a weird collision with Corey Perry in the corner. Just falls, face first into the ice and leaves and would not return for the rest of the game. He played like 2 minutes. Please, for the love of God, be okay. But back to positive things for the New York Rangers. It's the 4th line grinding away in the offensive zone along the boards. Tyler Motte gets it along the boards. And again, just like the Kr5eder shot, it's just a pretty non-threatening shot from literally in the boards for Tyler Motte. And Andrei Vasilevskiy's got to have that. There is no way that can slip through. It just somehow miraculously finds a hole in the blocker, and the Rangers are up 3-0. And then after that goal, the New York Rangers looked around at everyone on the bench and said, "What a wonderful evening, fellas. We've won the game. Good night, everyone." And then the 20,000 people in Madison Square Garden were screaming, "No, you have not. You've won nothing. There are 50 minutes left in the game." But they wouldn't play again for another 20 minutes. And because the Rangers can't simply win a game and have a calm evening, of course the Lightning battle back into this game and make it very sketchy all the way through the 3rd period. Like 20 seconds after it's 3-0, it's 3-1 because the Lightning on a power play, Alex Killorn right in front of Igor Shesterkin with a tip, and I'd love it if someone were there to defend him and not let him just stand in front of Igor Shesterkin. And what's that you say? You love people standing in front of your goaltender? Congratulations! Now instead of 1 person standing in front of your goaltender, there's like 4 of them, and 2 of them are your own teammates. It's the 2nd period, like 7 minutes into it. It's a shot, I want to say, by Killorn at the point, and Radish tips it in. There's 4 people in front of Igor Shesterkin. I ask you, what do you want from him? But then a mere 15 seconds later, the Rangers respond. Alexei Lafreniere with a lead pass, kind of heading into the offensive zone, and it's just a little out of Tyler Motte's reach, but then he just kind of pokes it around Sergachev and turnstile. That was downright disrespectful what he did to him, and it's a partial breakaway, shot, scores, and the Rangers restore a 2-goal lead. That would last about 3 minutes. Because about 3 minutes later, and this is the most infuriating goal of the night, it might be the most infuriating goal of the past couple of weeks, this was just the defense. I'm not just trying to make excuses and play devil's advocate for Igor Shesterkin. I genuinely, what do you want? What do you want on this? Anthony Cirelli carries in, gets a shot off. It's a partial breakaway. He won the foot race for the puck and gets a shot and then gets his own rebound, again, from point-blank range, and then Brandon Hagel comes in to mop it up. Someone's got to be there. One of the Rangers defensemen have got to be there. Shesterkin made the first 2 saves. You didn't deserve either of them. That very easily could have been a goal. That is Anthony Cirelli. That is a very talented player. He could have very easily scored on the first or the second shot Someone's got to go get the rebound. Or, excuse me, the second rebound. Instead, it's a goal, and it's back to being a one-goal game. Now, thankfully, the Rangers responded after a terrible second period with domination in the third period. First goal was, this is Mika's goal. It just was. I know he didn't get credit for the goal, but it was him. Beautiful between the legs pass to himself, backhander off the post, off of Vasilevsky. It was probably gonna go in, like a 95% chance it was gonna go in, but Kreider makes sure it goes in and just kind of slams it home, and it's 5-3 Rangers. And then a few minutes later, Artemi Panarin on a power play, just picking his shot. When Panarin starts like doing that little like hopping thing on his skates as he somehow moves towards the net, and the entire other team just has a panic attack, he's going to score on that 99% of the time. Again, just found a hole in the blocker. It's 6-3 Rangers. This game was ugly and a mess and dirty at some points and bloody. And I'm kind of happy that it was all of those things, because I thought that last week the Devils game was going to be the one where every hit is finished and there were a lot of fights, and it just kind of wasn't. It was the Rangers going half speed, and I don't think the Rangers gave 100% tonight. I think you could kind of see that. But again, this was the finish every check. This was the beat them into the dirt. This was take every fight. There were 4 fights in this game. Ben Harper cleaned the clock of Pat Maroon and Corey Perry in this game, which is a sentence that I did not think I would say at any point this season. I really thought that the game last Thursday against the Devils was going to be the one that was down in the dirt, fighting through the mud to kind of gear you up mentally for the playoffs, but I think instead it was this game against the Lightning. Also, before I end it, I wanted to mention that the Jacob Trouba injury is day-to-day with an upper body face. It was a face injury. He went face first into the ice. I can't emphasize that enough. It was almost, had he not left the game with an injury, it would have been funny and we would have laughed about it and chuckled. But because he left it right before the playoffs, we're not going to make a fun joke about it, and it's not funny. He's going to travel with the team. It's just a day-to-day thing. Gallant said they're going to see how he is tomorrow, and he might play against the St. Louis Blues tomorrow. And if I, a silly boy from Florida who simply yells about sports, can make a recommendation, it's don't, for any reason, no reason whatsoever, put your captain and maybe your best stay-at-home defender this season in a game tomorrow, one night after an injury, against the St. Louis Blues. Respectfully. But that is tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. The Rangers are in St. Louis to take on the Blues, and I will be here afterwards to talk about it. But as for now, that is all I have to say. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Rangers.